Had a call with a marketing agency yesterday, potentially around using their services, and ultimately I didn't buy from them. If you were selling a product or a service and you want to increase the conversion rate, implement what I'm about to tell you and you will see your conversion rate increase. So firstly, the owner of the company I was speaking to, while he did ask me some surface level questions to understand why I would be interested in his service, he didn't dig deep for pain. Now, this is really important because your role as, if you are the salesperson in your company or you're the owner of the company, of your company doing sales, it's not enough to just ask surface level questions. You need to dig deep so that you can create a separation in your prospect's mind regarding what they want, where they need to get to, and what's stopping them from moving forward. By doing that, you're going to create enough, tension within your prospect's mind for them to recognize that they need to start doing something now. To solve this, I'd recommend one book in particular that you can educate yourself on. It's called Spin Selling by Niall Reckman. Read it and your questions will drastically change in your sales process. So the second reason I didn't buy was because of the way in which this business owner was communicating to me. So there's 4 ways in which we perceive information. The 2 main ones are auditory and visual. Now, to appeal to a prospect like me, you need to start showing me visuals so I can better understand the process. The business owner I was speaking to didn't do that. He was just talking to me. He was telling me about his strategy without actually showing me how it worked. So how you can implement this in your sales process is you want to be able to demonstrate what you do through a couple of slides. That is going to change how your prospect perceives the value of your product or service. So if you're not doing that, add a couple of slides to your presentation so your prospect can really see the impact that your product or service will make for them. And finally, the last reason I didn't buy, and this is an area I see people struggle with a lot, and it was around validating their price. So the price that this business owner gave to me made absolutely no sense. And it wasn't because it was a high figure, it was because of the work that I would have to do to make his process successful. So if you read a book, a good book on this is $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, and what he has in this book is a value equation. And so this business owner's value equation for me was completely skewed. So it was a high price and I had to do everything myself. So to make an offer that makes sense to your audience, you need to be able to present it in a way that it's a no-brainer. And so if I was advising this person that I was speaking to yesterday, if I was advising him again, I would say he needs to frame his offer differently. If he's able to do that, then he'll get to the next stage of the sales process where the prospect may be interested in having another call, or he may want to think about it. But in this instance, it didn't work. So try those 3 areas. Work in your presentation style. If you're not including slides, input a couple of slides. And to conclude, just a last point, if you're trying to convince someone to buy your service, you need to connect to them in 3 ways. And you need to do it emotionally, logically, and you need to add urgency. So the conversation I had yesterday didn't really have any of that, and that's why the deal fell through.